before we look ahead to the final game of the 2021 season, we'll go back to last weekend's final home game, and now you've had a week to reflect on that one. We'll just get your thoughts on what happened during that game.
Yeah, look, like I said after the match, first half I was pleased with the performance. Wanted us guys to get on the ball and try and create. I thought we did that up until the final third, where we didn't quite commit to them runs to score goals, or instincts didn't take over and really commit to things that we should have committed to. But between both boxes, I was fairly pleased. We controlled the game. I think we ended up with 75% possession. But unfortunately, the final kick of the first half and individual errors cost us, and we've gone down 1-0 at half time, and second half huffed and puffed again, but no end product in the final third, and conceded a goal from a corner, which is disappointing. We pride ourselves on our defensive set plays. It's something that we've excelled at this season, for Scary to miss that header was disappointing, because that's something that he's really commanding and strong at, gobbling up them aerial balls.
And it must have been frustrating rather than disappointing for you that you saw such a commanding performance the week before to not then again implement that into the final home game of the season.
Yeah, I think that both performances were similar in terms of getting the ball down and being good between both 18-yard boxes. I think the Scunthorpe and the Morecambe fixture were fairly similar. The difference being in the Scunthorpe fixture is we took our opportunities that we created with Josh and with Manny. In the Morecambe fixture, we didn't take our opportunities, and then individual errors crept in again. And
we talk about finishing the season strongly, and we move into that final game of the season now away at Carlisle. It's a long trip, but that shouldn't really impact it. What are you expecting from them?
Well, you say it shouldn't impact it. It may well impact it in terms of, it is a long trip. It's what's it going to be, 3.5-4 hours up there. So the lads need to get their head around that. They need to be professional and mentally prepared, and get that grogginess out of the system, and start the game quickly out of the traps. If they're left on the bus, then it'll be a difficult afternoon for us. So we've got to factor in that the long trip potentially may play a part, and we need to be mentally strong and be prepared for that. But Carlisle are a tough fixture. At the best of times, they've been in and around the playoffs, in and around the top three all season, and they've been up there on merit. So we need to make sure that we're mentally focused and want to finish the season on a real positive.
And they showed that when they came here. They were almost a no-nonsense side, weren't they? They were, very commanding in, what they were set out to do. Are you expecting a similar sort of side now?
Yeah, look, their identity is, a team that creates opportunities, whether that be being direct or playing through the thirds. They create opportunities and they score goals, and they've been really effective. So will it be similar to what we played at the beginning of the mid-season against them? Yeah, I think it will. They've kept the similar players and the same managers there, and it'll be a tough test. They're an effective team and a very good team.
And you mentioned effectiveness there, that somebody who, I want to mention on a final note, in the last 12 games we've seen the skipper James Clark come back in. I think he's been, quite instrumental both on and off the field, as a captain should be. What's it been like for you to have him back in the squad? Oh,
it's been massive, defensively he's a major part of Walsall Football Club, and performing well, and us getting them clean sheets. I think we've got the most inexperienced EFL team in the league. You know, the lowest amount of career starts, and between James Clark and Matt Sadler, I think they probably make up nearly half of our EFL starts between the pair of them, and have someone like our captain James marshalling that back four is massive for us. It's been nice to have Sads as an assistant for the last couple of games, and you know, without Sads on the pitch, we need experience, and James Clark provides that. So now it's something that's been a real positive since, I think, Crawley, and I think the results, well, the defensive aspects of our game have improved markedly since he's come back into the team.